Welcome back to the show, and now that you've got your party decorations, you got your party outfit, of course you want to have some kind of party favors. So we have a really cute die, and basically it's actually just this triangle, but we've turned it into a little witch's hat, and it's super, super easy. Of course, we have our Accu Cut die cutting system at the store where if you purchase the paper, you can use our dies for free. So what you want to look for is this pyramid box number 4, and it just comes out like this. You can get one out of a 6 by 12 inch piece. So what I did was I positioned it so that it would cut out like sort of like this, and then the other part of the space you can cut out your circle. You can use a circle cutter, you can use the Nestability circle plate. You want to look for something that's about 4 3/4 inch. So what I just used was an old CD. So I just traced it around, and you just need to cut it. And you know, this is a witch's hat. So you know, a witch's hat is kind of busted up, tattered. So if you don't cut perfectly, that's fine because it's a witch, you know. In fact, if you want to, you can even make it on purpose and use like the deco edge scissors or something else to cut it out. That's kind of like one of my tricks when I want to do a circle and I'm just tracing it. And if I'm worried that it's not going to look perfect, I'll use an edge cutter so no one can tell. Anyway, I'm using this wonderful paper from Basil. It has a little impressions of little dots, and it's so cute. So we do that. Now, here's the thing. This pyramid box, it already has built-in cutout notches, and it has one notch here. So this double notch here is where you would put your little saying. So here is my hint. You can make your saying about 1 inch by 3 inches, and I just kind of rubber stamp something. You can handwrite a person's name if you're going to give a hat for every place setting, whatever you want to do. And I just kind of corner rounded it. Then, before I put my box together, I am going to put that in because it's a little bit easier to slip it in when it's flat, because you can get your finger underneath like that. So I got it in there. And now all you're going to do is put some tape right here on this little flap, and then I want you to put tape on all 4 sides of the square. So the first thing we're going to do is actually just remove this tape here, and then what you can do is you can actually just put it down and fold it over so it matches into your box, and then you're done. Ta-da, your box is done. Okay, now you take off all of these. This is a really fun box. For Halloween, we're making it into witch hats. And then I can see it if you do it in green and maybe add some little buttons and things and make it into like a little ornament Christmas tree kind of a thing. Now what you want to do is close your box up, and this little flap here, this little notch, that flap goes right in there. So we want to just close it up for now. And these notches are really good, and that's why sometimes it's a little bit tricky slipping it in. Okay, so we got it in. And what we want to do is get our circle back. And you can kind of, if you're, you know, you can eyeball it and just plop your hat down, and you're done. So you just want to press that in, and you're done. Now you fill up your triangle box with candy or whatever you want to give them. Money is good. And we close it up, and it's done. What you can do is you can add like a little bow, a little button. You can make up, just have use a dandelion stamp that says "To you from me." You can make up your own thing like Best Witches, anything. So it's a really fast and simple project. You can, of course, witches, black hats, but I like purple. Purple seems to be a Halloween color. So we just kind of coordinate. You can have a whole bunch of them. Very easy to do. So go to the Ben Franklin stores. We have this die available. Get your paper, cut them a bunch, and you're good to go. So I'm going to take a short break so I can fill these up with candy to give to people, and we'll be right back.